Welcome back to the series that we're talking about 5 parenting essentials, the 5 most valuable action words you can use as a parent or another significant adult in a child's life to connect with your child no matter what their age. Last week we talked about encouragement, and we used our thumb to remind us to not only encourage and be encouraged ourselves, but to encourage our children. Well, this week we're going to be talking about the second word, and that word is empower. And we're using our pointer finger to remind us of that word, empower. If you're a parent and you have had a child who's like 2 years old, maybe in preschool, we know they like to make decisions for themselves. So one great way to empower your younger children to make decisions themselves is to give them like two choices of something, neither of which can be wrong. So maybe you have a very strong-willed 3-year-old who likes to pick out their own clothes every day. And sometimes they put together these crazy outfits, and that's awesome. It's so great to let them do that. But maybe you're going somewhere special, or there's something that you need them to wear for some reason. You can give them two choices of something that they can choose from, both of which will be right. Instead of always telling them, because I said so, you can talk together and work through that and give the children some kind of power in making that decision and teaching them how to make that decision. Now, I'm sure you've all heard of what a helicopter parent is. You know, the parent who kind of stands over everybody and watches everything that's going on. And well, in the Right Now Media course that I hope you'll watch following this, she talks about a new kind of parent called the lawnmower parent. And that's the parent who just kind of goes ahead of their child and mows down anything in their path to just clear the way, to be sure that nothing happens that would cause them to have to make a decision that would cause any kind of natural consequence. So as parents, it is our job to empower our children and to teach them and guide them in making godly decisions in life's choices. If we don't teach our children how to work through those decision-making processes, if we don't guide them in that, if we don't give them some of the power in decision-making, how are they ever going to learn? So that is a big word today. That is a very important action word we have, is to empower our children, no matter what age they are, to learn how to make good, sound, godly decisions in life. Now, does that mean there's never going to be a time that we don't just tell our children, you need to do this because it's the right thing to do and I said so, and there just really isn't any room for discussion? Of course there's going to be those times. There are going to be those situations. But are there plenty of other times, no matter what age your child is, that you can work through that decision-making process together and empower and give some of that power to your child? So I want to encourage you, parents and anybody who's watching that has children in their life, to be empowered and to help empower your children to learn how to make godly decisions that will honor God, that will help them grow, starting from a very young age, starting from when they're 2 years old, even younger, to make some of those decisions and to just keep growing with that as your child grows older. So parents, I want you to be encouraged. I want you to feel empowered. Know that the work you're doing with your children is exactly where God wants you to be. I want to remind you again of Joshua 1:9, be strong and courageous. So I encourage you to click the link in the description that will bring you to the Right Now Media course titled 5 Parenting Essentials. It's by Casey Johnson, and she goes even further in explaining this empower, and she has some really great questions there that you can fill out. So go to Right Now Media or click the link and check out more. And next week we'll talk about the next valuable action word, empathize. So have a great week. Thanks for tuning in.